Okay, I'm really hoping that this goes a little bit quickly today, because if I'm being totally honest, I'm really fucking tired. I woke up, I want to say around 6 in the morning, which is completely fine. That's where I want it to be. 6 a.m. is like ideal. It's perfect. It's early enough in the morning that nobody else is awake, and so I can't get distracted by 20 invites. Oh, you landing in Malevolent Creek? Are you landing in Malevolent Creek? The Terminids! A million fucking notifications about Helldivers 2 from the Americans. But it's also late enough in the day that it doesn't hit 12 o'clock and I immediately feel like shit. So I woke up at 6 in the morning and I felt great for maybe like 4 hours. And then 10 o'clock hit. Feel like shit. Just feel like pure garbage. I'm pretty confident I'm gonna have like a nosebleed later. And so I've been like tired all day. I haven't really had like energy. And then I decided to play like 3 games of Age of Empires, which thank you for asking. And also I definitely won. I won 3 of them, and then I played 1 quick play game and I lost that one, and that doesn't count. Anyway, what I'm trying to get at is that I'm very eepy, and so there might not be many funnies coming through. But we're going to play Marvel Ranked, which realistically means that this might be a very long stream. Because the whole goal is to get 10 games of Ranked. Doesn't matter if I win them, doesn't matter if I lose them. So long as there's 10 games on the board, the speedrun ends. We're going to be playing laggy-ass Wi-Fi designed in 2008. We're going to be playing dumb shit. Nobody's going to show up that's like an actual Marvel player because they're all on Parsec. It's going to be incredible. That's if we find literally anyone. How do you have Professor X in your game? That's just you. Thank you very much, Ed. I appreciate it. I was playing online yesterday and I got my ass beat, so this is perfect. An actual Marvel player? We'd love that. How am I forgetting? No, this is offline. I've selected the offline settings. Okay, so time starts when... No, I do want to go into offline settings because I want to hit training mode as I'm doing things. Time starts the moment the game actually starts searching for games. We hit confirm and we go. We don't be hit confirming, obviously. I never be pressing 112 when I'm supposed to. Searching starts now. We're in there. All right, let's find a tangent. Who's in the chat? I see Meowski. I see 10, I see Ed, I see Blue Dance, who I'm assuming is not Blue Shades, also known as Pepto Griswold, also known as Legendary Evo Editor. New stream idea, keep it down. Maybe a very achievable stream for Valorant streamers, for myself, and anyone who has a personality, a little bit difficult. Is this game actually active? Fuck no. Actually, I don't know. Marvel 3 is one of those games where I only ever picked it up after all of the hype for it kind of died down, you know? Even past like 2020, I would say that the hype for Marvel 3 is kind of like just been kind of like simmering as this game that people remember but very few people are actively playing. And so I just always assume that it's dead. But every single time I check the Steam chart for it, it's like, you've got about 200 people online, and I'm like, that's kind of a little bit nuts. Think about that, like 200 people online for a fighting game, that's Guilty Gear. Like, not Strive. Actually, what is Strive? Let's do a little investigative journalism right now. What is Guilty Gear Strive's player base? 24-hour peak of 3,000 players, 2,600, like, if we're being pedantic about it. That's pretty fucking good. So it's definitely not Guilty Gear Strive, but you know, it might be Guilty Gear Xrd, which, as we all know, player count doesn't necessarily dictate how good a game is. It merely dictates how much effort it is to play. Yeah, 208 player 24-hour peak for Guilty Gear Rev 2. So, you know, it's got to be doing decent if like most of the players that are actually like familiar with the game are probably gonna end up playing on Parsec anyway. Strive is number 3 in Evo signup, so it can't be bad. Yeah, no, it definitely isn't. Strive is just one of those games that I kind of forget is like really, really popular. But at the same time, like, that's not like... I feel like there's so many fighting games to pay attention to that it's not hard to forget that some of them are really, really popular. Like, King of Fighters is still going to be like a very widely played game, just probably not by a community of people that are speaking English. You know, it's a more popular Latin American game, and so it's going to be like mostly Spanish speakers. It's the same way that, well, okay, maybe I can't verify this, but I'm pretty confident that I'm correct in what I'm about to say. It's the same way that Gears of War is a game where you go, like, nobody remembers Gears of War. Nobody's even playing Gears of War. And then you look at, like, Spanish and Mexican Gears of War tournaments, and it's like, we're still going. Is it, like, getting a lot of viewership? Maybe not, but maybe it is, because, I mean, I'm an English speaker. I don't know what the fuck's going on. You are mega lol. I'm being deadly serious. People are still playing Gears of War today. It's just, like, not being played a lot by English-speaking territories. Which is kind of miserable, because in my head, I'm like, Gears of War is a chud game for, like, Ameribros, but somehow it's retained life with people that aren't chud American Dom drop the hammer people. That's actually quite a lot. That's a community right there. That's what I'm saying. But I still think that if you... And maybe this is, like, ambitious/ignorant. I still think that if you looked at Melee as a... Like, if you could put Melee as an active player count game stacked up against every other fighting game, I still think it would be, like, probably, like, 4th. Because what goes above it? Like, Street Fighter, definitely. Tekken at the moment, definitely. Maybe not Tekken 7 towards the end of its life cycle. It's kind of hard to tell because there's a lot of, like, regions that are just going to be playing Tekken offline. And then you've got, like, what comes next? Mortal Kombat? Actually, yeah, Mortal Kombat's really popular among, like, you know, the kind of chud Ameribros that I assumed would be really into Gears of War, but here we are. My uncle still plays Destiny 1, which is insane to me. I mean, to be fair, I'm going to assume that, considering you said your uncle... and you're in this chat, I'm going to assume that your uncle is a bit of a boomer. And by the time that you hit 40, I would imagine that, like, you play one game at the age of, like, 35. And you don't know it, but it's, like, the last time that you say goodbye to all of your high school friends. You know? None of you are expecting... for this to be the final goodbye, but hey ho, here you are playing Destiny 1 and it's your final video game. You're going to be playing that for the rest of your life. KOF 2002. I think this might seem stupid. I think I'm going to go back to, like, being in a King of Fighters arc. One of my mates wants to play King of Fighters 15, and I'm like, that sounds wholly based, but also... it's King of Fighters 15, and actually nobody is fucking playing it. Let me have a look. Let me verify that I'm being real. Here comes a new challenger. Everyone shut the fuck up. Everyone shut the fuck up. How do I start? How do I press start? There we go. Get me in there. Holy, get me in the ring. We got a game. It only took 5 minutes. It only took 7 minutes. But that's fine. That's pretty good time. It's not fast. But it's certainly not slow. Let's see if I can hit a single Doom combo. It's proper connection times here, fellas. Welcome back to playing Halo 3. You are about to land on Sandtrap, and you are about to get called a slur because you entered the Scorpion before everyone else in the game. Thank you, Hidden Missiles, for coming through and saving me. It didn't save me. Is this just Lythero's team? Hold on a minute. What the hell? We got a Lythero fan, not in the chat, but, you know, in the rank. Also, I'm, like, forgetting how to play Marvel as I get to the Marvel setup. Also known as the usual. Also, hi, person in the VC. Not in the VC. In the... what do you call that shit? Voice over IP? That's the one. I remember how this shit goes. I definitely don't remember how to not get thrown, even though it's called... don't get in throw range without a button behind you. Wait, yeah, I just realized we're playing laggy-ass Marvel. I could just, like, set up Power of the Creator and just, like, let it rip from there. Hey, check this big ball. How is the Tekken vid going? It's going pretty good. I'm, like, right towards the end of it. And so, it's not, like, gonna be out next week, but... no, it's not gonna be out this week, sorry, but it might be out next week. I'm hoping that it's gonna be out next week, and if it isn't, then, quite frankly, I'm gonna be miserable. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, fair enough. Nice game one. 251 players currently playing King of Fighters 15 online. You say that, but also every single time I have tried to get a game for King of Fighters, it just hasn't done anything. Like, I just have not been able to get a match. So, also, it's not week 10 out of 52. I just want to point that out. It's currently week 11 of 52. It's a leap year, Leon. There's going to be 53 weeks this year. Well, I've already committed almost a quarter of the year to this 52 week bit. So, Leon, I've seen you idle in Fightcade rooms a couple of times. Do you play Fightcade frequently, or do you just have it on in the background? Let me have a look. Do I have Fightcade open up right now? I do, like, have it idle quite a lot, but also if somehow somebody catches me, like, in a room, I'll probably play, like, a first to 3 most of the time. But there's not many games that are on Fightcade that I'm, like, actually active on. I think Third Strike is the only one that realistically I'm like, yeah, I know how to play that game, and I keep knowing how to play that game, you know? But yeah, if you do see me and you can, like, hit the fucking invite button, then, you know, go ahead. I'm picking up 3S currently. It's pretty sick. It's, like, one of the only games as well where you get into the Fightcade lobby and you've got a mix of absolute weirdos that are talking in all chat to themselves about how they're the GOAT, and completely normal people. Fightcade, a lot of the time, it's one or the other. It's like, how are there 40 people in this chat room that all think they're the main character? Or it's like, everyone is so normal here that they're definitely asking their co-workers what they did on the weekend and then immediately forgetting about it the moment that the conversation ends. And I love that for them. You gotta learn Spanish to go in the King of Fighters lobbies and get the real trash talk, probably. Fuck no, you gotta learn Korean. Have you ever been in fucking the 98 channel? The 98 channel, it's just like, you go in and it's just like, I'm so confident in speaking English. Immediately you're met with Hangul, and it's like, buddy, I hope you know how to speak Korean, because otherwise you're not getting a game. Obviously not in this. This is, you know, this is just like, load up the ranked and get it going. Everyone's playing Phoenix Wright. I don't know why I'm getting mad, as though, like, you know, I should just be happy that people are playing full stop. Also, even though it's an English connection, it still feels like an American one. We love that for the state of games preservation when it comes to games from 2012. It took me a while. I forgot where it was from. I really thought that I was going to be, like, sick with it and get, like, a little overhead going on round start. Thank you for the assist. I really thought I was going to grab that. I can hear your buttons. And I know you can hear me. I know this shit's hot micing. Somebody said you like that in chat. Are you this person? Are you typing midway through your combos? That's crazy. Oh, I had way too many spells up. Oh. No, what do you mean the big fireball didn't come out? I'm mad. Tragic. The guy that you thought was ass at video games might have actually just won a game. I can't believe I did it. I thought there was going to be a whole stream of taking L after L and waiting a whole 7 minutes in between each of them. But look at me now. I actually won a game. God damn, what a team too. As in, are you talking about mine? I know that this is a viewer because I know you follow me on Twitter. You might even be able to hear me right now. Also, thank you, Tunington for the game. I appreciate it. I see you in the chat. Oh, your team is kind of nice, albeit the synergy seems kind of weird. I'll be honest, I haven't thought about the synergy at all. If I was thinking about the synergy, then, you know, you'd shove Spencer in the middle, but I'm not trying to be another guy playing fucking Doom, Nova Doom Spencer, the least original guy you've ever seen rock up to rank. What do you mean? You didn't play Phoenix Wright once. Yeah, I know. I didn't realize Henoff had it like that. I should know that Henoff had it like that because Henoff has a, Henoff has YouTube videos about Marvel. And so it's like, I shouldn't be surprised that this is going on right now, but goddamn if I wasn't ready. Why would I ever tag in Doom? What was I doing? And my skull doesn't exist anymore. I think I'm... Well, I say I think I know I'm very dead. Ooh, it was so intentional. 100% of breakaways are intentional. Remember that. But 100% of deaths aren't. Oh, I'm getting happy birthday. Bye-bye. Do you reckon if Marvel 3 came out today, it would live for as long as it did? Because I've been thinking about this since before, like, even like Tekken 8. But I think the part of what, like, makes games stay alive today is their, like, streamability. And I don't know if Marvel is a very streamable game. Would go the DNF route? Oh, no, that's miserable. But, like, you have to pay so much attention to Marvel 3. Like, there's no... Think about, for a second, this is game theory meets content creator brain like a motherfucker. Think about why Mario 64 is still an incredibly popular speedrun game, even after the live streaming boom. Okay, so it's Mario 64, you got interesting tricks, that's fantastic. You've got a franchise that everybody knows, that's pretty good. You've got an old retro game that isn't just a franchise that everyone knows, but it also means that you've got a game that everyone thinks they remember playing, but they never actually played. They played the first 2 minutes on an emulator when they were 10. That's a pretty good start. I don't think that's why the game is still, like, popping today. I think that the reason that Mario 64 is still running around, Mario is never gonna save the princess, is because when you collect the star, you have a solid, like, 4 seconds where you can read a chat room. And the streamer gets to turn their brain off from thinking about the video game and gets to go, it's time to take a break, and that break is going to be spent reading the chat. And it makes it so that you can have the baby sensory video that is a live stream on top of the benefit from the streamer's perspective of having a stimulating game that lets you pause without pausing the game and interact with the chat. I think that's huge. This is actually a genius realization. He's finally done it. It's a little bit early in the year. It's only March, but he's managed to find his one good idea. And that shit nuts. Blunderly, thank you for the subscription. Thank you, thank you. Why did I do the Northern Lion thank you word for word? That was a bit too on the nose. They say wear your inspiration on your sleeve, but you don't need to put it into every single mannerism possible. Imagine if the Hunter x Hunter game would just be a reskin of Marvel 3. I mean, this is like one of the things about old video games. And this goes for Mario 64 as well. If Marvel 3 came out today, people would fucking hate it. If Mario 64 came out today, people would fucking hate it. But because it's the pre-established game that people like, that people already know they like, that already has a culture and a following and this implication of quality, people give it passes for the very silly and fun things that it does. I had to have an argument with one of my friends. The Mario 64 camera is genuinely abysmal. And I know that, like, this is, like, not exactly a hot take. People that haven't played Mario 64 are like, yeah, this shit's ass. But people that have Speedrun 64 will tell you, actually, it's really smart because it means that you can, like, do this one setup in the speedrun. Just because it's useful for one setup in the speedrun doesn't mean that it's good. That's ridiculous. But people will say that it's good because it's already been established as a good game. Same thing goes with if Hunter x Hunter came out and it was a Marvel reskin. You'd look at all of the decisions that are in Hunter x Hunter versus Shonen Jump, I don't give a shit, and you'd go, this shit sucks. Why can I pop a big button and my character becomes 3 times stronger? That's dumb as hell. We need Hunter x Hunter to be Marvel 3-2. I think you need, and I mean this a little bit unironically, but also, like, you know, enjoy what you enjoy. I think you need to not get your hopes up for Hunter x Hunter. More than anything, the thing that will kill the Hunter x Hunter fighting game is the expectation that it's going to be good. If it comes out and it's a surprise GOAT video game, people will be incredibly excited to play it. It'll have a player base for about a year, year and a half, and you'll look back on that year and a half in 10 years' time as the golden age of fighting games. You'll be wrong, but you'll look back on it. But if you go into it with high expectations, you're going to get hit by X Factor once and you're going to go, this game's dog shit. And then 2 months later, you're going to see a video entitled Hunter x Hunter 2 months later retrospective. What went wrong? I don't know if that's true. I'm kind of talking out my ass here. JoJo Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle. Actually, I'm a genius. So real, as they say. Ooh, okay. Oh my god, the pickup? That was insane. I'm stealing that shit. What the fuck? That was awesome. Wait, when did I use X Factor? I've become dead? Oh my god. That title, the combo was pretty sick. How 8ing fell off. So true, so true. Me so truing at my chatter. So true, so true. How about that Power Rangers game? That slaps. People remember the Power Rangers game really well because nobody was ready for it to be any fucking good. And then it was like, this game is a 7 out of 10. I can't believe it. It's the greatest fighting game I've ever played. Even I look back on fucking Power Rangers fondly, and I'm like, I don't even remember anything about it. I'm stealing valor. Also, that one was well quick. What the hell? It's like, oh, who was your favorite character in Power Rangers? It's like, they're all just different fucking colors, bro. I don't remember shit. The matches just keep coming. The power of an influencer. You have been influenced to play Marvel, you will also not get a game for 40 hours. Also, bro has like 1 million teams. Also, bro knew exactly where I was going to be. No, don't web ball me. I don't know what I'm doing against web ball. Hey. Oh my goodness, the Doctor Strange from behind. I need to pick up Doctor Strange. Every single time I look at this game, for some reason there's a Doctor Strange on stream, like in the, whenever I watch like a tournament that isn't from 2016. Every time I look at a tournament and Doctor Strange is on screen, I'm like, this is my fucking character. And a part of me doesn't want to play him just because of how much I see him, but also, like, I don't know how to tell you, but grow the fuck up. You don't not go to McDonald's because everybody else has gone to McDonald's before. Start picking Doctor Strange just because everyone else is picking Doctor Strange as well. I'd say if this was offline, this would be going very different, but let's be completely honest with ourselves. It would not. Also, okay, that would have. I wouldn't have dropped that. You know, I'm just saying. Oh, fuck. I can't believe that killed. What the fuck? I mean, I can. Like, I physically can, but... Oh! Whoa, what the fuck's going on? Okay, he's kind of sick with it. I'm picking up Doctor Strange. He's fucking cool. Also, I like that Doctor Strange in this game isn't just like a British sexy man. They kind of ruined Doctor Strange being a weird little freak, kind of like a Dracula wannabe in the Marvel universe. It's like, why is he... I'm sick of him being like, Doctor Strange, he's so full of funny quips. It's like, no, he should be Dracula, but also like a bit annoying and not really with any charisma whatsoever, but also he's goated. Battle for the Grid was incredible and super heavily influenced by Marvel. This is true. The issue was that it had the limitations of simple controls. Samey gameplay and defensive systems were lacking to the point where infinites and TODs were the norm. Eventually, any game that has like TODs on more than half of the cast, you know, the TODs will be kind of the norm. Doctor Strange is just Doctor to me. Me going to my GP after they give me the worst advice possible. Dr. Regular? Is that you? Oh my god, the Hulk came out of nowhere. Well, that's fine. We love when Chris comes through and just, like, lets everything be safe. What am I doing? They really do need to bring fucking rollback to this game. Oh my god. How is one of the fastest fighting games on the planet cursed to have some of the worst netcode that makes it borderline impossible to play? You're telling me that they were doing like, just like, first to 10s money matches online with this shit? You're crazy. I'll be honest. Didn't even know that I had that super. I was so ready for it to be this one that I wasn't ready to do a big full screen all. We love that. I don't know what they managed to do to delay-based netcode. We don't give delay-based netcode enough credit post. Like, after Ultra Street Fighter 4, delay-based netcode wasn't good, but it was a lot fucking better than whatever the hell we were doing in 2011. I remember playing Guilty Gear Xrd Sign and going, you're telling me that this can get more responsive? You'd be there, you'd be doing the laggiest fucking bedman combo of your life, extremely confirmable, about like a whole second between the link that you need to set up. You'd hit it and you'd go like, it's the most responsive game they've ever made. I can't believe that the netcode is so good. You'd go onto Skullgirls, it would ask you to set up your own input, your own like rollback delay, and you just go like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing here. Personally, I think hybrid netcode is the best, not just pure rollback. I mean, that's what like every single game has, right? Like Skullgirls let you set your own delay frame, which meant that if the game like recommended that you had like 2 frames of delay, and then you decided that you wanted to actually say fuck it, I'm gonna put myself on 0 frames of delay, it would be one of the worst experiences you've ever felt in your life. And like if you look at like Tekken now, for example, it is very adamant on making sure that you have like at least 2 frames of delay before you get like 5 frames of rollback. Tekken now has hybrid netcode and it feels beautiful so long as my opponent isn't running at 10 FPS. I agree. Also, what am I doing in the training room right now? I don't really know. Marvel has like one of those training rooms where it's like, you could practice a combo, but why would you when you could just like box dash everywhere and then every once in a while go like, oh wait, we have the best movement system ever. I love this shit. Just plink dashing, I'm like, it goes crazy. I don't need to learn a combo. Leon, let's see on Nova fly loops. Hell no, I can't do that shit. It's like you do a delayed jump medium and then you do heavy into this? Am I right? Marvel is one of those games where it's like, I get past the B&B, and like, I mean like the easy B&B, and I just go, that'll do. That's enough. Because the fun is all of this shit. The fun is getting to move around and then like be like, I'm gonna fucking activate my fly mode where I get to dash 3 times in the air and mix myself up more than my opponent. That's the shit I love. That's where the heart lives. I should practice my Doom combos, realistically. Even though it's like the easiest little B&B of all time, I seem to always miss it when I really need it. I can plink dash, what more do I need? That's what I'm saying. That's kind of why I'm thinking about getting back into King of Fighters, because I'm like, I want more movement out of my fighting games right now. Going like into Tekken and being like, I can't wait to play this movement video game, and then like playing a game that is like occasionally a really fun movement game, but also occasionally just having to sit there and deal with the most infuriating mix-ups you've ever seen in your life, has made it so that I'm both extremely excited to play fighting games again, but also extremely hungry to play fighting games with fun movement. And I understand what you're about to say. You're looking at the oxymoron that's in the sentence. It's like, you want to play a fun fighting game with no mix-ups, but then you also decided to play Marvel. I know. But the emphasis is on the movement more than the mix-ups. Obviously not in the game at a certain point, but you know, like, the part that I find fun is the movement. Let me be. Also, it's like you mentioned the thing that you like is the movement, and then all you do is jump air dash, and I'm like, yeah, that's what I like. Leave me be. Hey, get no mono in here. Have you considered letting me live? Have you considered getting hit by my big beam? Have you considered getting hit by my other big beam? You'll never imagine what the other big beam is. Oh, that like goes through all projectiles. Okay, didn't know that. Pretty cool. I also think that MODOK might be like one of the characters that I'm looking at where I'm going like, that motherfucker might be the one. Any character with like an interesting projectile, I know, you already know, but I'm just clarifying for myself. Any character with like an interesting projectile, I'm kind of on it, personally speaking. Oh my goodness. I don't know when the thing explodes, I'm so scared. There we go. Marvel, more like Gable, am I right? Well, I don't exactly have the pass to commit to that sentence, but maybe if you ask one of the people in chat, which, going by the friends that I have, I would imagine many people that have the pass in the chat, you know, You can ask them and ask them to clarify. But me personally, I don't have the permission to clarify if Marvel is Gable. This dude got a mic. Every dude got a mic. I don't know if you've noticed, but every single person that we've been playing against, I've been able to hear their buttons. Oh no, this game has mic support. Everyone else is finally picking up on the shit that I've been hearing all day. I forget about Maya. No. Every single time. Oh my god, no. I can't wait for the eventual rollback mod for this, where I can one day work out my day one anime fighter instinct, which is jump back IAD. And it's always IAD forward. It's never going to be like IAD some weird shit. Xbox 360 era ass feature. I mean, you say it's Xbox 360 ass era feature. I ran into... So I was playing Age of Empires the other day. First time that I played it on the hard drive that I've installed. This is a game from 2023 that introduced mic support a couple of months ago. Immediately, for some reason, the default setting is always on. Both you and your opponent can hear each other, even in a competitive, like, in a ranked match. Which, in 2012, I can understand. We're in a goofy time. Of course, you're gonna have goofy shit going on. Oh my god, I'm getting hit by the real Phoenix Wright. Lythero, is that you? Hey. I'm up there. I'm up there. I'm doing a big beam.
Wait, what the hell?
Good stuff. Good stuff. I give you a thumbs up. You were in the chat earlier, so there might be a chance that you see me thumbs you up, which is a lot better than when I'm playing Tekken and there's a chance that my opponent will like hear me go, I hope this guy ends up in a ditch. You know, the yin and yang of playing and streaming at the same time. Nice voice crack. How do you mute the other person in this game, please? I have really good news for you. You can't. You can in a player match, I think, but in a regular match, you can't. Cool feature, Capcom. I got so lucky to catch the Phoenix right at the beginning. Whoa. Dormammu is going to come out. It's not going to connect, but it means that I get mix-ups on round start. Not round start. On the moment that it drops. But also I'm dumb. Check this meteor. It comes from full screen. It's my favorite move in the entire game. It's my favorite move in the entire game on a character that I think I really like, but also a character I don't think I'm going to play. Like, for more than the time that I've invested in them. Oh, what do you mean that whiffed? What the fuck? Little guy advantage? Men in real life be like, men that are 6 foot have so much of an advantage over men that are 5 foot. Men in fighting games be like, why wasn't I born 2'2"? The one redeeming MK1 feature for me is that it has mic support. We do love that. What? Have you not run into the guy that is like 5'11" who thinks that like the only problem in his life and the reason that he like is awful at dating is because he isn't 6 foot? When in reality, it's like, no, brother, you are the most boring motherfucker to talk to ever. And it's like, we're friends, but only because, like, we kind of know each other. We're friends because of history, not because you're an interesting guy, dumb motherfucker. And you hope that they get more interesting, but it's like every single time, it's like, hey, what do you think about this one thing? And it's like, it becomes a conversation about them, and it's like, this isn't a back and forth. It's not about getting taller, it's about getting better at speaking. Anyway, that was a bit of a projection. No, Leon, you're projecting personal experiences again. No! What is going on? How has nobody met this person? Am I really the only person that has met this person? I don't believe this. If we had a chat of 400,000 people, there would be at least like 3 people that know what I'm talking about right now. Is 5'11" short now? Fuck no. Definitely not. But some people that are like particularly insecure and have been like hit by they've been identified by the TikTok algorithm as insecure, but also that insecurity makes their watch time go up. They'll be like targeted by like 6 foot, get massive kind of like content, and then they just kind of like build this worldview that everyone is like 6'9", they're all Victor Wembanyama, And then they go outside and they're the tallest person, but they just kind of can't accept it. I've met short, boring people, if that's what you're saying. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying... Oh, don't worry. Don't worry. Sometimes the bit doesn't come through, and that's fine. I get it, Leon. Don't worry. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad that somebody knows what's going on. Not to say that you don't know what's going on, or that you'll never, like, get the bit that I'm trying to run. More that it's like, oh, I should have run the bit better. Me not understanding the feet to centimeter conversion rate. Yeah, I totally get what you mean. Me, to be fair, me either. Like, if you were to say go out into that crowd and point out the people that are above 6 foot, it's like I don't even know what target height I'm looking for, to be completely honest. I have no idea how tall things generally speaking are. I saw a meter ruler when I was like 10. And my worldview has never changed since. Keep in mind that I was about a meter at that time. So it's like, this desk that I'm sitting above, I don't know, maybe like 20 centimeters. Just don't make no sense. Just nod him +2, he'll talk about something else soon. Am I your grandma? What the hell? Alright, I actually don't think I have words in me, and I don't know if we're gonna get another game. So I think I'll just call it there. The worst stream of all time, that's fine. So long as we get the worst stream out of the year, the worst stream of the year early, that means we have good streams for the rest of the year. Pure logic, right? Me looking at the wheel in Balatro, seeing the 1 of 5, and I've had 4 of my cards not hit. Well, it must come through soon. Bro, what am I gonna watch while eating now? Fucking Northern Lion is live. The clocks went back. Just go and say words. I can't believe that this game is dead, but you still wouldn't let me snipe you? Yep, get fucked. Okay. Bye-bye. I explode now. Explosion.